Hey guys, it's Performance Coach Adam Carmichael here. In today's video, I want to ask you, is your lifestyle in alignment with your goals? So I'm sat here in Bali, where I've been living for the past 5 years, which isn't by chance. I've chose to live here because it's an environment which brings out the best in me. So about 8 years ago, I started my poker journey, and I realized that in England, I was very distracted. It'd be very hard for me to pursue poker to a high level, staying in England. So I made a brave decision with some friends to move to Thailand and create a work environment in Thailand with less distractions. That worked really, really well for my poker career, and it's continued to work well for my business career. So now I live in Bali, where I've been for 5 years, and again, I choose here because I feel like it brings out the best in me. My goals are to be the best person I can, to grow my business, and living in Bali allows me to create a lifestyle around that. Now, very interesting, I was at the gym a few months ago, and I was training with a calisthenics coach who's also from the UK, and he was teaching me how to do a handstand. Haven't mastered that yet, but we're making progress. And he basically was in Bali for a few months trying to figure out the whole work-life balance thing. And I asked him how he was enjoying it. How are you finding Bali? And the first thing he said is, yes, love Bali. However, it's so distracting here. I can't get any work done. All my friends just want to party all the time. I can't get any work done. I was like, oh, super interesting that you find Bali very distracting and I find Bali very easy to get my work done. So for him, he was going out with his friends, partying a lot, whereas me, I get more distracted being back in England, in a city with my friends where there's nightlife, there's things to do. Although Bali's a great social party island, I think I can do my own thing much more intensely in Bali than I can in other places. So just because I've chosen Bali doesn't mean like Bali or an island or anything is fit for you. You've got to figure out where can you create an environment for yourself which is in line with your goals. If you've got big goals, big dreams, you've got to create an environment where you're able to push towards those on a regular basis. So the first tip for you guys is to control your environment. Whether it's the place you live, the people you're around, it's really hard to stay motivated, to stay at the good habits if you're in a bad environment. So for me, that means taking quite extreme action and living in Bali for the majority of the year so I can live a lifestyle in line with my goals. So control your environment and find an environment that works for you. Whether it's in an office, whether it's in a city, whether it's on an island, that's what you've got to figure out for yourself, but find the place that you can live a lifestyle consistently that's in line with your goals. The second tip for you guys on living a lifestyle in alignment with your goals is to create a perfect work day. So go from your morning, what time you wake up, your morning routine, all the way through till you go to bed at night, and pick a dream, kind of perfect average work day for yourself to work towards. Now you might do this, you might map out a perfect work day, and you might be nowhere near it. You might be doing like 10% or 5% of the things on that list. Your job is not to do it 100% perfect from day one, but to work towards it. So let's say you're doing 10% of the things on your perfect workday list, and the perfect workday is in alignment with your biggest goals. Next week, try and do 15%. The week after, do 20%. Try and incrementally improve your habits, your routines in alignment with your long-term goals, and try and map out a perfect average workday. So I'm doing a pretty good job now in my life. I feel like I'm about 85, 90% towards my perfect average workday, and it wasn't instantly, it wasn't an instantaneous thing. I built habits, I built routines, and I have habits stacked on top of that to create a life in alignment with my goals, my personal goals. For you, you've got to map out where you want to go, what your vision is for the future, and to map out a dream day, align with that, and start making consistent progress. So that's number 2. The third tip I can give you guys is to ruthlessly eliminate distractions. So we live in a world right now where it's just so hard to keep on track with your own things and not get distracted by the noise, social media, YouTube, anything else that's distracting you. So you've got to be ruthless in eliminating stuff. So think about how you spend your time right now and where you waste time during your day. So if you audit your days, the hours of the day, where do you waste time and what do you waste it on? Is it Instagram? Is it Facebook? Is it YouTube that you waste time on? Find out what the number 1 is that you're wasting most time on and eliminate it. So for me, that used to be Instagram. I found I was wasting time scrolling, so I deleted it off my phone. So you've got to be ruthless, eliminate it from your devices, block yourself. If you want to, if you're, like say you're working online or you're working on a computer all day, you might want to use an app like Stay Focused, where you put all your favorite websites that you spend time on and block yourself from using them for like 3-4 hours. So in Stay Focused, you can pick a block of time when you're working. Don't let me get distracted in these times, and it stops you. So I say ruthlessly eliminate distractions because you do need to be ruthless. If you're trying to use willpower and you're trying to battle with your devices, your phones, social media on your desktop, it's too difficult. We lose that game. So you got to find out where you're wasting time and go, you know what, I'm not going to allow myself. I'm going to block myself using it by deleting it, or I'm going to use apps which allow me to stay on track. So if you do those 3 things, control your environment, create that perfect work day, and work towards building the habits and routines in alignment with that, and then thirdly, ruthlessly eliminate the distractions. You've gone a long way to start creating a lifestyle that's in alignment with your long-term goals. And that's the thing, like everyone's trying to get to a different place in life. Hopefully you're watching, you've got some goals that you're working towards, but the lifestyle needed to achieve the goals you want is very, very different, very different. So stop and think at the time right now, is your lifestyle you're living in alignment with your goals? If it is, awesome, keep optimizing, keep improving. If it's not, start making some changes. Start controlling your environment, creating that pivot work in, working towards it, making progress. So hopefully these tips have been useful for you guys. If you're a poker player right now and you wanted to implement a lifestyle around achieving success in poker, I've got a Winner's Edge Club membership site which teaches you exactly how to do this, how to build the habits, routines, lifestyle in alignment with your biggest poker goals and how to achieve the more success in that field. So if that interests you, click on the link below this video on how to join the Winner's Edge Club. I'm sure you get a lot of value from there. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, give it a like. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and let me know what you're working towards right now in the comments below. Thanks for watching and plenty more coming from me very soon.